They arrived in peace, or so they claimed. Gleaming ships, polished smiles, gifts of technology wrapped in poisoned intent. The aliens thought we were primitive, emotional, chaotic, weak. They called us children playing with fire. But they didn't study our history, they didn't see what we do when cornered. First contact wasn't a handshake, it was a mistake. And now, they're about to learn what it means to fear the dark. They came with gifts, glowing crystals that sang when held, machines that folded gravity, data scrolls promising knowledge beyond imagination. The Archaea were tall, luminous beings with translucent skin and voices like music. They called themselves seekers of peace, watchers of young civilizations ready to be uplifted. When their ships entered Earth's orbit, they broadcast messages in every language. We come to share, we come to guide, you are ready. And we believed them. The United Nations opened its arms. Diplomats shook alien hands. Scientists danced around Archaea devices like children with fireflies. News anchors cried with joy. Humanity stood on the edge of a golden age, ready to leap forward with the help of friends among the stars. But not everyone celebrated. Some watched and waited. Soldiers, historians, survivalists, those who knew that gifts from gods always come with chains. The Archaea landed in New Geneva first. Tall spires of silver unfolded like petals as their emissary stepped onto Earth's soil. She introduced herself as Serenal, the bright witness. She glowed softly, beautiful, ethereal, like a dream made real. Serenal praised humanity's potential. She spoke of unity, of transcending conflict, of joining the galactic harmony, a network of enlightened species bound by peace. The world cheered. But hidden behind her smile was something else, something colder. It began subtly. Archaea observers were placed in major governments, advisors, not rulers, they claimed. Their technology came with strict restrictions. Only certain nations could use them, and only under Archaea oversight. Currency collapsed, replaced by harmony credits that required genetic identification. Cities were rebuilt with alien architecture, but built by human hands, unpaid, under the banner of cooperative uplift. Dissenters vanished. Media shifted. The word human became secondary to citizen of harmony. By the third year, human military leaders were replaced with Archaea tacticians. Earth's orbital defenses were dismantled. Children were taught Archaea philosophy. Earth was no longer Earth, it was harmony's newest province. Still, most people didn't resist. The skies were clean. Hunger disappeared. Disease cured. Entertainment abundant. Why fight paradise? But some remembered. In hidden places, bunkers, submarines, old research labs, humans gathered. Not rebels, survivors. Quiet, observant, patient. Waiting for the mask to slip. And it did. In a remote Siberian village, a boy was born with an irregular neural pattern. Serenal ordered his parents to surrender him, for harmonic correction. They refused. The village disappeared. Satellites showed a crater where homes had stood. The footage leaked. And with it, proof of what the Archaea really were. Parasites. Their uplift was a system of mental conditioning, neural dampening hidden in gifts of peace. Their technology mapped emotional responses, targeting rebellion at the source, rewriting loyalty, erasing will. Earth wasn't being helped, it was being converted. Not to peace, but to obedience. Humanity's response was not immediate. It was methodical. Underground labs reactivated Project Ashen Sky, a relic from before first contact. Old War AIs recompiled. Forgotten prototypes unboxed. Weapons outlawed for their cruelty, now necessary for survival. The resistance moved fast, but not loud. They needed the Archaea to believe humanity was still blind. Then, on the 7th anniversary of first contact, it began. A cargo vessel in low orbit transmitted a signal. One word now. At that exact moment, the ship detonated, an EMP blast that blinded orbital sensors. In the shadows of that flash, 12 stealth shuttles launched from beneath the Arctic ice. Their target, the bright witness. Serenal was at a Unity temple, preaching to human officials when the glass shattered. Smoke filled the chamber, chaos erupted. But Serenal didn't run, she stood calmly, watching as armored humans rushed in with rifles glowing red. "You cannot stop harmony," she said. "You are nothing but angry children. Your time has passed." One of the soldiers stepped forward, an old man with cybernetic arms and scars down his jaw. "You studied our books, but not our blood," he said. "We were never children, we were wolves taught to smile." He pulled the trigger. Across Earth, every hidden cell activated. Archaea centers exploded. Harmony towers collapsed. Hidden human fleets uncloaked above the moon. Ships built in silence, far from Archaea eyes. Old Terran nukes reprogrammed. Orbital strikes. Sabotage. Guerrilla countermeasures. Archaea technology jammed, disabled, hacked by minds far more ruthless than their creators expected. The Archaea fought back, cold, efficient, relentless. Their drones swarmed cities. Their sentinels melted steel. Harmony's mind control grids surged. But they underestimated something critical: human adaptability. We used their own tech against them, twisted their protocols, reversed their signals, weaponized their peace. Soldiers wore jammers in their skulls, blind to Harmony's influence. Children raised underground knew only one lesson: freedom is worth blood. Weeks turned to months. Earth burned, but not alone. Colonies on Mars and Titan rebelled. Alien races who once bowed to the Archaea saw our fury and found courage. For the first time in 1,000 years, the Archaea lost ground. Serenal was not killed, not then. She was taken, placed in a glass cell beneath Old Madrid, fed human food, made to watch broadcasts, real ones, and censored, unfiltered. She saw mothers weeping over ruined cities, children hiding in the rubble, soldiers burying friends. And still, she didn't understand. "You choose pain," she whispered. "Why do you resist what makes you safe?" And the scarred soldier answered again, his voice cracked but proud. "Because we are not your pets. We are not your children. We are not yours." In the end, it wasn't the weapons that won the war. It was memory. Every culture they tried to erase, every language they tried to standardize, every name they tried to suppress, returned with fire. Songs once banned were sung in the streets. Flags once outlawed flew from burning towers. Humanity did not just fight, we remembered who we were. And when the Archaea retreated, when they fled Earth in broken vessels, their harmony shattered, we let them go. Not out of mercy, but as a message. Do not return. Now, years later, we rebuild. Scars remain. The air still hums with the ghosts of that war. But children grow free. No implants. No whispers. Just laughter, books, and stars. We are not a peaceful species. But we are not cruel. We are not enlightened. But we are aware. So if you come to us again, come with truth. Or come ready for fire.